Relax, relax. I know you guys see the title. I know you guys are freaking out. I know you guys are thinking, how can you even make this discussion right now? It's the most hyperbole probably at this point. Yes, I get all of that. And of course, the topic I'm talking about is if Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback ever. But before I get into that, and I will make my case, I just want to say he's a bad man. Skip Bayless, shout out Skip Bayless, man. I try to tell you, Skip. I tried to tell you he's a bad Skip. Say it with me. He's a bad man, and I'm referring to Skip Bayless, of course, notorious #1 hater Aaron Rodgers. I made a video about Skip Bayless and why he hates Aaron Rodgers, so check that out below, link for that as well. But I posted my reaction to the game and the Packers advancing against the Cowboys. Also post a link for that below as well. But really, what I'm talking about here is, of course, you guys all see the title, whether Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback of all time. And the first thing I want to tell you guys is pay attention to the word great here, because that's really what I'm talking about. The word great and greatness has a lot of different definitions for a lot of different people. And I can tell right off the bat, a lot of you, even after I make my argument, might not agree with me. But I'm going to give you my definition of the word great here and what exactly I mean by that. So when I say greatness and when I say Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback of all time, I'm not talking about most accomplished, because you need these right here. And I'm referring to my fingers because rings, Brady has more, Manning has more, Elway has more, Montana has more. So there's a number of quarterbacks that have more rings than Aaron Rodgers for sure. So you can't even make that case. They are more accomplished. Greatness, to me, when I'm talking about greatness, is if you were to go in a lab and you were told to make the best quarterback, the perfect quarterback, okay? He has to have no weaknesses. You want to give him a strong arm. You want to give him mobility in the pocket. You want to give him pinpoint accuracy. You want him to be able to throw darts. You want him to be able to have pre-snap reads. You want him to be able to have post-snap quickness, be able to audible, do everything possible that you can in a perfect quarterback. You would come up with Aaron Rodgers, okay? This man has no weakness in terms of quarterbacking. He can do everything. And with that throw to Jared Cook, that 36-yarder, 3rd and 20, how many quarterbacks can make that throw? I can't think of any others besides Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the mobility to open your hips, to go out and throw on your left, on your weak side, and to make that pinpoint accurate throw in that direction, right where it needs to be. That's the greatness of Aaron Rodgers, and that's exactly what I mean by when I say we have never seen a quarterback that possesses all of these abilities in one, and that is what we are seeing with Aaron Rodgers. Look, Brady, Manning, Roethlisberger, Montana, Breeze, Elway, Staubach, Aikman, all of these guys, you can probably point to one or two flaws in their game in which they could probably improve, or they probably have. Rodgers is the only guy to me that I've seen where there really is no flaws, okay? He does not have any flaws, and that's really what I mean by greatness. I already know the first argument that's going to be thrown at me is, why doesn't he have more playoff wins? Why doesn't he have more Super Bowls? Valid argument, but what I will tell you is this. That's why I said great, okay? That's why my definition of great is just that. It is ability, okay? Football is the ultimate team sport, and I'm not using that as an excuse for Aaron Rodgers not being able to get more Super Bowls at this point, because he's had opportunities. All I am saying is football is the ultimate team sport. You still need a receiver to catch. You still need a running back to run and cross the plane. You still need a DB to make an interception. You still need your linebackers to tackle. You still need your offensive line to protect. So there are a lot of aspects which are not in Aaron Rodgers' control. Jared Cook had a tiptoe to make that catch, so if he goes out of bounds, that game goes into overtime. So I don't want to give all the credit to Aaron Rodgers, but that's just the case I'm trying to make here, is he still needs other people and other pieces around him to come through, and at times they haven't. Really, in those three playoff losses, all games went to overtime, and Aaron Rodgers never got the ball back. And so there are a multitude of things that can go into it. But back to the point, like I said, the word great has a lot of different definitions for a lot of different people. Michael Jordan is considered the greatest player of all time, but Bill Russell has way more championships than him, almost twice as much, okay? But we still say Michael Jordan is the greatest. So I don't want to say that rings is the end all be all. Again, all I'm trying to say is there's a difference between greatest and most accomplished. Tom Brady is the most accomplished quarterback of all time. I believe Aaron Rodgers is greater, okay? If you guys still don't agree with that, or if your definition of the word great is associated with rings, that is fine. Maybe you can use the word most talented, okay? But to me, greatness comes from talent, and Aaron Rodgers, of course, has that. So that's really the point I'm trying to make here. It's nothing where I'm trying to say, oh, he's the greatest quarterback of all time, bar none. It's just the fact that he is that perfect compilation of everything combined. That's all it is. It's not to say, oh, forget the fact that he only has one Super Bowl ring. He doesn't have as many good playoff runs as the other guys. It's not that. And like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses for Aaron Rodgers, but that's just me. And people can throw the argument, oh, you never got to see Elway play, you never got to see Staubach play, you never got to see Aikman play. True, but I've seen Aaron Rodgers play, and I've listen to too many damn experts talk about Aaron Rodgers, okay? People that have watched football for 40, 50 plus years, and they have said the same thing. They have said they have never seen something like Aaron Rodgers. They have never seen anyone like Aaron Rodgers in the 97 year of the NFL, 97 year history of the NFL. They have never seen a quarterback that possesses all of the abilities that Aaron Rodgers does. And that's really the case here for why I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree. Please leave a comment down below. And as always, do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.